Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. Monday, April the 8th. Welcome on into the show. Couple minutes late. I was waiting for this Cleveland lineup to come out so I get some player props going. And that's the game I focused in on. So sorry we're a little 3 minutes after the hour here. But welcome on into the show. Hope everybody had a nice Sunday and whatever you're doing so far early here on Monday. We'll do a little Marcos a minute and run down all the baseball again like we did last night on Look Headlines. I'll give you a couple picks here. We gave out one last night. We got two more for the show, and we got a triple play of player propolas for you to enjoy. Let's not waste any time, right? Let's just go right to it. We'll do a little recap action. We'll get today's picks, talk about today's games, and then we'll be on with our lives. Let's get going here. So yesterday we go 1 and 2. Yesterday. Is that what we did? Yeah. Casey under. Texas. Run line did not get there. That was a late ad for me. And the team total Braves over. 18 and 16. Plus 230. No hockey, no NBA. Although our guy Peter Puck said the Avs did not get there. Props, we go 1 and 2. A little losing day. But 15 and 19 plus 535 on the season. So there's that. And now we'll do today's plays here. I'll put them in the chat. You know what? I didn't even say before I put them in the chat. Twitter at Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give me a follow. YouTube channels, Winning Free Picks and Sean Higgs. Couple people away. Let's go. If you're on Twitter watching, go to the Sean Higgs YouTube. I got to get over the 1,600 subscriber mark. That's pretty cool. And I'm thinking I'm like 30 or 40 hours away from I don't know, like 4,000, 5,000. I don't know. I got some kind of little things like, hey, you're almost here. Whatever. Like, give me my participation trophy so I can move on. YouTube. Let's throw these in the chat. We will tweet them out as well. Tweet. They're X'd out. We X'd them, baby. They're out there in the world. And we'll put them here in the chat as well. Alrighty. That's it. It's official. Everything is in where they should be. Every place for everything in its place. Let's get going today. As I said, 18 and 16 plus 230 in Major League Baseball here on the video. I did go 2 and 2 on the sites yesterday. Winning day, but could have been better. I added that Texas run line thinking no hitter, going to get hit. Didn't happen. But today's a new day. Cleveland run line. And this is where I'll be looking for some player props here versus the again, wrong mouse. I got a double mouse, and I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Cleveland Sox is where we'll be looking for the player props as well today. So there is that. Braves run line. It's come down since last time. It's 115. It's 105 now. I do not care. The Mets, no. Julio Teheran. Atlanta, do your thing, Bats. Let's go. Get that. I didn't do the team total over today. They didn't get there yesterday. You get there today, fellas. Let's do this. And the Natties versus Snell. Our guy Mike B, San Fran fan, says, hey, not so fast here on Blake Snell. The guy didn't pitch in spring training at all. He hasn't pitched in the minor leagues at all. He's done nothing but simulated games. So we did a little research. We went back to September 25th, September 28th, his last game. In the stadium, by the way. But yeah, we'll take a run line because apparently as a favorite, Mike points out that Michael points out because we got a couple. We got a couple Michael A. We got a Michael F. We got a Michael B. We got some Mikes in the house. Mike D. I'm Mike D in a place to be. Anyway, I think he said something like 0-12 as a favorite on the run line here. We'll take the natty run line here. Prop attack. Well, you know what? College basketball, Another college basketball. I said we're going to have a losing season. We had a nice tournament run here through the conferences and the NCAAs, but I'm not really loving the game. I sort of like the points. Purdue. Am I going to bet it? I haven't yet. No hockey, no NBA. Player props. They're scrolling. We'll put them solo up here by themselves so they stand out so everybody gets to see them. 15 and 19 plus 535. Jimenez, leadoff guy. Now, do I love leadoff hitters, ribbies? Not all the time. Like you're like because you kind of unless you hit a homer, you lose a total at bat. But at a plus 185 clip, because the next two guys on this, Rocio and Brennan, these cats, bottom of the lineup guys, hitting 310 and 296 respectively. So they're getting on base. So I'll grab some ribbies on them as well. 205, 180. Somebody's got one of these guys behind another. See what I'm doing here? Somebody gets a hit. Guys on base hit him. He's hitting 300. Chance for an RBI. You're giving me nearly 2-1 on two of these guys. I got two guys hitting 300, and then the top of the order coming up. I like it. Listen, 1 and 2, we lose a little bit. I get it. A little frustrating for sure. But all right, I apologize here because I do not know what is happening here between my mouses. Oh, well, it's because I have them. My mices are reversed. That is what's happening here. So anyway, going back to Jimenez here. I'm going to lead off guy with 6 ribbies. It's tied for second on team. Following up 2 guys hitting 300. Well, 310 and 296. So yeah, 2 and 1 day were great. 3-0 would be super. 1 and 2, a little bit of losing day, but I think we get a 2 and 1, possibly a 3-0 out of this guy today. And like the White Sox, really. I mean, what a mess this club is. 1 and 8. 1 and 8. Let's hit the comments, see what's going on in the comment section, and we could do a little rundown. Or should we do a little rundown first? I'll do a quick little rundown real fast. White Sox, Cleveland. Again, Cleveland here would be a run line play here, minus 105. The Marlins, this is down to a 130 now from a 140. I wanted more. They won yesterday. I can't really come in on Miami right here. Brew Crew Reds. Maybe I'm gonna say under here. I like the Reds' offense a little better than Brewers, but Brewers are playing some good ball here, sitting at 6-2, and under. I want to say an under, but again, did not bet it. Tigers and the Pirates. I want to take the Pirates here as a little home dog. Can you give me the Pirates here? Excuse me. This should be flipped. This should be a minus 120. I'm sorry, that's got plus 120. Give me the Pirates here. Mariners and the Jays. I said last night this was an 8.5. It's down to an 8 right now and an under. Again, 2 teams struggling at the dish. Mets and Braves again. Braves run line here made it to the chat. Dodgers and the Twinkies. We got to go with the Mr. Number special. Over 3.5 plate appearances for the Dodgers in the first inning. It is a perfect 12-0 on the season. You'll be laying a little juice, definitely more than 2-1 odds, but I hate saying, did you have it the first 12 times like Mr. Numbers had it, or how many times he's had it, but it's cashing. It's cashing. Phillies and St. Louis, yeah, I feel I'm Mikolos, so it'll be a Philadelphia Freedom Day today. Stros and the Rangers, I want to come in on the Rangers again. Had him yesterday in a spot where Blanco offered no. He throws another 7 innings of no ball. What are you going to do? But the Stros still not really hitting. So I don't want to take them as a favorite. Arizona run line minus 120. Again, our guy Zach Gallen on the hill. Really only way to look at that if you're going to get involved in this game. I am not. I said last night I sort of want to take the Angels here. I don't know why. Maybe I like abuse. But, we got 2 500 teams here. Don't be a degenerate and just bet it to bet it. You don't have to. Cubbies and the Padres. Assad, Darvish. This is a 7.5 now, so I guess the under would be in play. And I said the Nats run line. Compliments of Michael B last night. I didn't want to take the Giants at all. I was like, well, if you do Giants, you got to do a run line. And then it came out that Snell has not even had a minor league appearance this year. Forget spring training. That is just not a place I want to play on. I don't want to play on a guy coming off an injury who I don't think is going to pitch long. I don't want to take a pitcher who Hasn't pitched at all. That's just me. Now we'll get to the comments, and away we go. Dave's in the house. Good to see you. Good afternoon, Miss Shakes. I like the Dodgers money line. Under 8.5 runs in the Jays. No run first inning. Giants and Nets. Giants Nets. No Nerfy. Sure. Under Jays. Yeah. And you like the Dodgers. Everybody loves the Dodgers. I get it. Big Maples on the hill. I'm all about fading the Dodgers, but this one here, I could see it. Uh, Bailey Ober is not a bad road number. If you get the Dodgers, anything less than 150, I think it's a strong play. Michael A's coming in. One of the Michaels says happy Monday. Still liking a Braves team total over day. I think you should. I mean, it's Julio Teheran. Jesse Schultz coming in. Smash the like button. Bill Down says, Sean, let's go with the under 145.5 natty. Yes, take the under in the natty. Take the under. Braves team total. Braves first 5. I say yes. Listen. Teheran. Nick, we were here last night. We were talking about Teheran. No, thank you to Teheran. UConn minus the points and the under. Again, I lean to taking the points, but I do like the under. The truth. Imagine where my Tigers could be if Javi Baez was at least an average player. Remember, this guy was supposed to be really good coming out of the Cubbies. He's done nothing. Imagine if he's average with Green and Torkelson. It'd be a really pretty good club. Desmond says Braves $3 win pulled in another 20 from 22 to equals $42 at Will Hill. Pay the man. Brave. Rob Franklin's in the house. Green Bay Packer, Jordan Love superfan. Good to see Robert. And he's on time. Usually Rob comes in at the tail end of the show when we're out of here. And Desmond is a 10th like. Appreciate it, Desmond. Thank you. Lock it in with the King is in the house. Last day college basketball. Yeah, I got mixed feelings. I had a tough college basketball season. And this is where if you follow people on different social medias, they just pump out records like, hey, look at this win-loss without like posting kind of, hey, I got a winning record, but wise I'm down. You start adding in stuff. I had a great season, a lot of close ones. We've talked about it a lot of the year, King D. So I'm kind of happy it's moving on. I got some baseball right now, and then football's really, what we got 3 months away, May, June, July, and then it's August. Super for me. Natty's first 5 money line plus 180. He's saying Snell who? Big money. Desmond. South Carolina led basketball team on their national championship. Yeah, congrats. They won. I don't know. Did not watch that. Nick Nasty saying hi to the King. You're missing out on first 5 lines. You would love them. Yeah, but again, like even with today, what do I have here? Cleveland first 5. What am I laying? What's the juice on a Cleveland first 5 or a Braves first 5? It's just a, am I laying crazy numbers? Let me see. Let's see what I got first 5s on one of my sites here. MLB first 5s. Let's see what they have, man. The Cleveland one, I got minus 150 for a half. You think I'm going to come in minus 150? And for Cleveland? Braves minus 140? What's Philly? I do like Philly. They're minus 155. No, thank you. Who gets a job in Kentucky now that any coaches see coaching? They're going to make a run at Hurley, but I'm not going if I'm Hurley. Yeah, it's a nice brand name, but obviously, honestly, right now, I think Kentucky's better than Connecticut's better than Kentucky right now. You're in back-to-back championship games. When's the last time Kentucky won something? Guy can't even get out of the first round. Can't even get out of the first weekend. I say stay at UConn. Leverage UConn and be like, hey, let's get a little pay raise maybe. They're talking about who? Nate Oates from Bama. You go from, that, and Bama. I mean, you go from a football school to Kentucky basketball school. But again, Alabama football, I'm sure they put money into the basketball team, but no Saban now. So how's that? He might be able to take something. It all depends on how these coaches are. Do they want a good payday? Because Alabama, he did a little better than Kentucky this year. Is the no money deeper in Kentucky than Alabama? Are you gonna get paid more in Alabama than Kentucky? I heard the guy that called out to Billy Don. Billy Don. When's the last time Billy Donovan coached? I heard Bruce Pearl's on the horizon. I would think it would be Oates and Beard. Um, where else you going? Who's a trendy kind of guy? No. Little Patino? They bring Little Patino back for name brand because the big Patino's in New York. I don't know. Natty's first 5 plus a half. Natty first 5 is plus 125. See, I can see them being down 1-0. I can see that game being 0-0, and that's a loser because you're getting a half. That's why it's got to be something really good for me to get in there. I either got to be like a plus 150 or a minus 110 or something, and you're not getting those. King saying hi to Nick Nasty. When you put a F5, and what does it mean? F5 is a first 5 bet. First 5 innings. First 5. First 5 innings. Everybody knows first 5. First 5 what? Runs in? Nope. Innings played. You got to complete the 5 innings. Lex, you know how we like to keep it classy, baby. And he says, you see what? Cincinnati? UCIC? Doesn't stall her out, homie. What? For the baseball? Yes, we got to get Nick Nancy up to speed on baseball. She wants to be betting NBA. That's why you can't bet it. There's like 4 games left in the regular season, and they're not going to finish till like Mother's Day or whatever the hell nonsense they got going on. King D says, no, I play totals first 5. Also play money line and spreads. Total first 5 I could get behind. Again, it's the juice for me. No, thank you. He says, good morning, Higgs. Break out the pen. UConn first half minus 3.5. Pen is out for Nathan. Nate says UConn first half minus 3.5. Pen is out. It is written down. Written down, not wrote down. What's wrong with me? Lex says White Sox first run plus 125. Team total over 2.5 minus 145. Lexi, I got to write Lex down. White Sox first run plus 125. See, I don't hate that because they're batting first. Right? And here we go. Tigers are batting first, and they're minus 125. LAD race to 4. Race to 4 runs. Dodger blue money line today. Again, you're getting 140 on the Dodgers. I really can't say don't take that kind of thing. Phillies in a race to 3 runs. They could have that in the first inning versus Mikolos. Nathan said Rangers. I didn't think Blanco would pitch well again. Exactly. That's a spot I don't mind losing. And people be like, oh, what are you're supposed to be a pro. Listen, I will take that 10 out of 10. If there's 10 no-hitters, all 10 next starts, I'm going to fade the guy coming out of a no-hitter. That's that. I don't care. It lost. You know what? I still have freaking a stack of money. I'm all right. I'm not homeless. I'm not going to get burned by the eclipse outside. I'm sleeping in a field. King D says, lean in Purdue, UConn under. Yes. That opened at 148 all the way down. All the way down. 46 for 20 on Frisco baseball. I don't want to do that one. Barely over stinks. I love calling him barely over. I think that's a funny name. Although last year, I think he was a barely under pitcher last year, if I remember correctly. Now, rough out of the gate this year. 1 1/3 innings, got shelled, 9 hits, 8 earned runs. Not a good outing. Let's look at Bailey Ober. 2021, 20 games started, 3-3, 4.19 ERA. 11 starts in 2022, 3.21 ERA. Last year, 26 starts, 3.43 ERA. Again, these aren't terrible numbers. Now, the whip 105s, 230 BAAs. Again, nothing sexy. It's just he's is it luck that he gets out of those kind of things? But it's kind of lucky to be 3 years in a row having decent numbers like that. Nick, morning, Higgs. Yes, it was a good day. Marlins over win, the money line. Mets, Cubs, Sox, all winners. One loss on the Rangers. Yeah, we all went down on the Rangers. I think Tigers win with Reese Olson on the bump. I like Reese Olson. A lot of love on the Pirates here. And again, I would maybe lean Pirates. It's 120. I think they're hitting a little better than Detroit. Detroit just lost 2 at home to the Ace. Come on, Detroit. Forget it. I got a win total here. I need those 2 wins early in the season. Come on. Chris Brady's in the house. I got to take on a Rays Angels over minus 120. So it's 8.5 over Angels and Tampa Bay. And normally I think that's a good play, especially when you get a team, in this case, Tampa, coming out of Colorado, place we're usually using some bullpen arms and stuff like that. And the Angels have not been well at all. I mean, they've gone over 6-10 or whatever they've been to 8.5. And actually, I see some 9s out there. So good number, Chris. Mel is in the house. Hope you cashed in on the LA Kings money line. Yes, Kings money line. Was that yesterday or the day before the Kings? That was 2 days ago, Mel. I mentioned that in the show. I mentioned you because you had the Kings, and I mentioned Peter Puck said to take Winnipeg. So that was a 2-0 winner there. Kings and Jets. But I did mention you. Yes. Nathan says, I think Portland blanked a lot of people this season. I don't do my best in hoops. Portland basketball? Portland Trailblazers we're talking about? You thought the Portland Trailblazers were going to be good this year? Sorry if you bet Portland. I mean, listen, I don't like NBA. I knew Portland was going to be a bad team. Braves first 5 minus a half. Here's the problem with that. All right, Braves first 5 should be a nice winner. I mean, 140. Do I want only 140? I understand it's better than laying at $2 for the whole game. And I almost said, do you want to lay 140 with the Braves? Of course I would want to lay 140 with the Braves. It's kind of like taking a Dodger team when you're laying 140 with a team that's really good. Next is today, under Rays. I don't know. Again, I just said that. Teams come out of Colorado. I don't like doing unders in that spot. Under Rays and the Cardinals with Mikolas. You think he's going to pitch well? And Pittsburgh. I could see the Pittsburgh going under versus Detroit. Sure. Over Braves, I can see them because I can see them getting 10 runs here off this guy. The Diamondbacks in Colorado, you want to go over, although we just saw a 3-2 game over there yesterday. Moneyline, Reds and Jays. I do like the Reds bats a little better than the Brew Crew, but Brew Crew playing well. I'm an Ashcraft guy. We had him a lot last year. We bet him and Abbott and Hunter Green. I get it. The Jays, I prefer to just do a total in this game. Jays, Mariners, both not hitting. No thank you on the side. No thank you. Nathan says, perfect fills minus 155. Excellent parlay piece for a 3-teamer. Oh, boy. The Phillies. Is this what that is? The perfect fills? Is that what we're talking about? Or is this something else for the Phillies? Bill says, tired of this Caitlin Clark talk. She lost, but she's pretty good. Now, she had a nice run. I mean, there's no Caitlin Clark talk in here. You looked at 3 games with high juice. Cubs. Yeah. Well, those are the games I have in the chat. That's why I thought you were talking about, like taking first 5s. So what do you got? Cubs. Cubs versus Padres. Okay. I mean, but see, so they're plus minus 125. See, I kind of like the Padres in that spot, though. You want to go Arizona? I get it. Arizona, you think should be able to hit this guy. What is Gallen's numbers in Colorado? Are they good numbers? I understand that one. That's okay. Nate would be a good hire here in Keys to City with Saban gone in Bama. Yes, that's the thing. Like, would they let him go? Or he could, if you're a coach, like you're Hurley. Oh, here comes Kentucky. Oh, it's Kentucky. It's Kentucky. Great name. Is UConn a better program right now than Kentucky? When's the last time Kentucky won? When's the last time they played in the Sweet 16? Oates could say the same thing. He could go over there. It's better name brand. He's done better here. It depends what these guys want. Do they want to go and start over to say, hey, I'll build my own thing. Pay me. Like most people want to get paid. Pay that man his money. Nate Cerner says Patino Sr. back to Kentucky. I don't know. I think that's stupid. If they do that, that's just a bad move. He's 70. So what are you bringing him in and what? After he leaves, you bring his son in? Let it go, man. It's the past. It's the past. Taxes and no girlfriends, right? Let him go. Couple years, put him in a file. Good night. Throw him away. Can't bring Patino back to Kentucky. You give up on me. No, don't get hold on. Listen, I don't like the Cubs today. I sort of like the Padres, so I wouldn't take the Cubs minus 125. I would take the Padres minus half plus 105. And even that would scare me because I'm like, oh, why are they plus money? They're a favorite for the game. I wouldn't even like that one. And I said, thanks for answering nicely. Listen, Nick, I think you've been along enough where I don't really come in and harass and make fun of people and tease them. I'm going to tell you, especially if I know it, baseball, hey, first five. I know what a first five is. Do I like to bet first five? Now, you see me, I don't like betting first fives. I don't know about soccer. I'm going to come in and tell you things about soccer or hockey kind of stuff. That's not my strong points. But we will always be nice and courteous in here. Totals first five is my face is pounded. Chris Brady says NBA, no bankroll. Yeah, no betting allowed, baby. In a regular season, this is ridiculous. Load management stuff, just forget about my show is on at noon, which is 7 hours before these guys suit up. Who's playing? I'll pick and choose my spots in a regular season. Playoffs, we'll have a little more action for sure. No bankroll after. I like it. Jeff's in the house. Here we go. He's out here killing the roaches, doing the Lord's work out here, killing bugs. Jeff does pretty good. The guy's in Cancun like every other week. He's traveling. Does well. Thanks for popping in, Jeff. I appreciate you coming in. Lock it in with the king. KD Sports Betting at pounded. Same here. Here's another totals guy. Yes, sirree, Bob. Don't doubt says Nick Nancy. It's similar first half in other sports. There's 9 inning games. Yes. They're the first halves. Some people call them first halves in baseball. I like first fives better personally, because people do first threes, first sevens. Natty's first five plus 180. Did still even get any spring ball work. He did not get any spring ball in. No spring training, no minor league rehabs, nothing. Zero. Michael B brought this up last night. We were talking about the game because Player Prop King was like, oh, man, you got to take the Snell under or over strikeouts. I think he said 6.5. I'm like, I get it. Nats, bunch of free swingers, young hitters. And Michael B was like, whoa, he's just on simulated starts. And then I forgot who said, maybe it was Player Prop King. I forgot who was like, well, Snell's only like a 5 or 6 inning guy anyway because he strikes out guys, but he's all over the place. Might walk 5 guys. What's he doing in this game? Nothing. No spring training. Nothing in March. No rehab assigned. No minor. No. Run line. Natty run line. It was minus 105 last night in here when we did it. Dodgers run line plus 194. I go for it. It's the Dodgers. Only 135 on the road. KD says, I got a book with that number slightly juiced. UConn, Purdue under 145, says Rob. Yes, in the Natty. How many 7-footers does ED go up against? Also taking his PRA under. All right. Listen, I don't know how many 7-footers it goes up. You could say the same for the Klingon. Big boys for sure. But also, UConn, this seems like it's going to be a 71-65 kind of game. Chris Bay, respect, Higgs. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just trying my best here. Dave says, I hit over 219.5 Clippers, Cavs, and under 8.5 Royals Yankees money line loss with Peter Puck Avalanche. Peter Puck Avalanche did lose. Peter Puck had winners the other day, though, Dave. So we take it what it is. We got sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. Yankee money line loser, Royals under. That got a little dicey. I had the under there as well. Good hit on the Clippers hitting some NBA. Hall won. The Hall. Hall. I'm guessing it's Hall one. Dodgers roll line today. Minnesota's not been hitting. Yeah, Lewis is out for them. That's a big clog of their lineup. It's a big bat. And again, even with if you're telling me to even take the Dodgers, and I don't love like 140, I'm like, I try to get fancy, be like, well, watch how smart I am taking a run line instead of money line. I wouldn't hate you if you took the Dodgers at this price on the money line. They're good. Nate says college transfer portal for I don't know what we're talking about for Nate. Subject says good luck today, Higgs and Shat. Fanatics doing 10-time boosts per day right now. Got Braves -1.5 even money and a few other boosts. Nats team total over 2.5 at even money as well. It's worth it. It's worth it. I don't think he gets shut out. Kyle Perry going to Arkansas. He's a trash coach. Nick, I've said that. Whether here, I was in another show where I was talking about him. Like the guy, he can recruit at the wazoo. Coaching wise, not so much. I'd love to see Jerome Tang in Kentucky. I know it probably won't happen, but I think he would be a great fit. I mean, listen, anybody going to Kentucky is going to be a pretty good fit, right? I mean, it's Kentucky. How can you screw that up? How bad could you be at Kentucky? I mean, bad at Kentucky's 25-8. I'm starting to like the first to score prop. I can't get into that kind of degeneracy. And he says, what is the best burger joint in Texas? Best burger place? I mean, I know they love Whataburger down here. There's a lot of other little kind of joints. There's this OMG Burger's pretty good. There's a place called like Hat Creek Burgers or something. It's pretty good. So yeah, did you make it to the window on Purdue UConn? Nothing. No. I like Purdue. Like the under. I don't think I'm gonna bet it. Purdue UConn game will be slump predicting the first one to be 60. Boy, that'd be a real. If nobody gets if this game is in the 60s. Oh, yoy. Did I miss if you like or dislike the Yankees today? Michael, I said 2 days ago I wanted to take Luzardo as a dog, thinking they'd be winless, and I'm getting 150. They're at 125. I don't know. I mean, I don't like Cortez. The Yanks are hot, right? I mean, I'm going to bash the team that's 8-2. That being said, the Marlins finally got off the schneid with a win. I was looking for a winless Marlins team here to bet them because then the Yanks have been really juiced up. The lines come down. I think my thinking was right here with Luzardo. I did not bet it. Angels money line plus 125, first 5 under 4.5. I like the Angels. I don't know why. I'm a sick SOB. Diamondbacks run line, sure. Dodgers money line, sure. Guardians run line, yes. Rangers money line, why not? I like them all. I like Diamondbacks team total over. I'd worry. I don't know about that. That game was there was a 3-2 game the other day, and that was on the heels of a game that should have been under, and then it just went haywire for like 10 runs in the 9th inning or more. Whatever happened there. I don't know about overs up there right now. It's weird. Sapchia says Purdue UConn first half under. Yeah, I like the whole game under, so unders all over the joint. Dano, did you notice they weren't saying Lady Gamecocks last night? Why not? I don't know. I don't watch the game. Sorry, ladies basketball fans. I don't bet. I don't know it at WNBA. Honestly, I'm sorry. I might lose people. I don't care. I'm not betting it. It's something I know. Michael, you're welcome. Yeah, that Miami, the winless, I'm taking them. I would have took them every game versus Yanks because they're the Yankees and you get an extra 20 cents. But they won, and it's come down. It's come down 10 cents. King D. We're about to see a 90s, early 2000 ball. I love Edie versus Klingman. Klinman? I thought it was like Klingon. That doesn't make it. I like Klingon. I'll call him Klingon. I think it's funny. Yeah, it should be low scoring again, but I don't think it's gonna be like 65-60. I think it'll maybe be like 74-70, like along those kind of lines. Like somebody's getting 70 today. I think. Who knows? I didn't bet it. Fade in Tampa, leaving Colorado. I said that, Rob. Teams come out in Colorado. I kind of lean towards little overs in their spots because normally it's a high scoring affair for teams coming out of uh, the altitude. But 3-2, they had that 8-6 game, the 10-7 game up there, which is a little kind of misleading in that spot, right? Because you had all those runs late. And even yesterday, I mean, you had 7 runs after the 7th inning. I think the Angels got a little, not much better. I don't want to go down that route, but they're pitching. Chris says D-backs 4-1 on the run line after a loss. Well, I mean, you got a really good pitcher on the hill. You got a bad Rockies team, a bad bullpen. I don't hate taking a run line here. I didn't bet it. I'm just road team run line. I guess a little better. Shave some off the overall number. I call him Klingon. Yes, so do I. Rangers money line. Yes, I said Rangers money line this whole series against the Astros. Dinah said send me the card. All right, the phone goes off. I'm bad. I'm bad when it comes to the phone. Got my mom texting me. Okay, yeah, I totally butchered their names. I do too. I butcher guys in the NFL's names. I don't care about the guys' names. Really? What, are you gonna get upset at me? I don't know a guy's name. Doesn't affect the win-loss record. Guys' names. I'm guessing Rob saying the D-backs. D-backs run line. Yes. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. It was I don't have it in the chat here. Where are the D-backs? Not in the chat. I had a banner. They were minus 120 last night, the D-backs. They were minus 120. Better than laying $2. $2 plus tip. All right, let's put up the plays one last time and we'll roll on out of here. Cleveland run line early. And I'll jump right to the player props. Jimenez Ribby, 185, Rocio, 205, and a Brennan, 180 for the Guardians. Braves run line, minus 105. Fade Tehran. Nats run line. This is a Mike B special. We're fading Snell with no real games going on so far this season for him. All simulation kind of action. We'll take the Natty run line, minus 105. Rob says Detroit and Pittsburgh first 5 under the 4. I can get behind that one. Yes. Olsen and Keller. Anything else before we roll out? We'll give it a couple seconds. We'll get it to 38-30. And here comes Pounded. Diamondbacks 9-3 type of game. Should be. I mean, they should hit Gomber here. Or no, who's it? Kyle Freeland today? It's Kyle Freeland. And even Kyle Freeland. Here's a guy. I said this last year with him. Like, oh, Kyle Freeland, he had a one-off season a couple years ago where he sort of had like a good year. That was in 2018, by the way. 2018, 17-7, 285 ERA. 3-11, 2-3, 7-8, 9-11, 6-14. Let him. They should hit him. Player props here. Now, disrespect for Blake Snell. Yeah, we don't like Blake. It's not disrespect. The guy has not pitched in spring training. He hasn't had a minor league rehab assignment. He's pitching bullpen sessions. I'm sorry, I don't want to lay $2 with a guy who hasn't faced a batter yet this year. That's just me. D-backs 4-1 on run line as a favorite also. Yeah, Zach Gallen's pretty good. Sir Zach Gallen. Call him Sir Zach Gallen. He's knighted like he's Sean Connery. An Englishman. Fancy. Rob says, no disrespect, just don't think he'll be sharp with no preseason workout. That's the thing. And listen, like player prop was like, well, who do the Nats got? I get it. Like the Nats are not a good team. But, the A's somehow went on the road and won 2 games at Detroit. Not that the Detroit and the Giants are the same, but teams are going to win some games. Teams are going to lose some games. And I got a guy who has not pitched since last September. No spring. Laying 220. I'll take a 1.5 at even money. Chris, best of luck to everybody today. You also, thanks for popping in there. Have a Butterfinger there, Bart Simpson. Remember Bart Simpson used to Butterfinger commercials back in like 1990? I had a Bart Simpson mask. It was silly. All right, I'm out of here. Good luck today. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll come in. Maybe I'll do a live show during the championship game today on the Sean Higgs. I'll be on the Sean Higgs YouTube, and then we'll do some baseball while I'm in there as well. I want to do a late night Monday. We could do something live. Maybe come in at halftime. We'll talk about it after halftime for a while. So if you're on the Sean Higgs channel, be prepared for that. That's what I'll do. I'll see everybody tonight, right? It's what, 9 o'clock game? I don't even know what time the championship game is still in. 9:20 on the East Coast. That's a great starting time. College basketball. 9:20 on a Monday. Super. Good scheduling spot there. I'll see everybody live on the Sean Higgs YouTube for a in-game and some look headlines for baseball. Be sure to check it out. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.